I'm Adam Foster from Lewis Holdway Lawyers, and today I want to give you my 5 top tips for terminating an employee effectively in your workplace. My first tip is to keep communicating. When it comes to terminating an employee, it's critical that you keep on communicating with them about the process, how you're going to terminate them, when you're going to terminate them, and why you want to terminate them. If you can communicate these things, it will ensure, more than likely, that you will avoid an unfair dismissal claim and end up in the court. My second tip to you is to know why you want to terminate your employee. It sounds obvious, but unless you know why you want to terminate your employee, and unless you communicate that to them, then you automatically are facing an unfair dismissal claim. Not only are you facing an unfair dismissal claim, but it will likely succeed against you. So the best thing you can do when you're communicating to your employees is know the reason why you want to terminate them and communicate that to them clearly and effectively. The best way to do that is to give it to them in writing. On top of that, you should explain to them the reasons why they are going to be terminated. This gives the employee an opportunity to respond to the reasons why they might be terminated. And also it ensures that if this matter ever went to court, you can demonstrate to the court that you have advised the employee of the reason for the termination and also considered what, if any, response they give. The third thing you can do is to look at your employment agreement. Make sure you follow the processes that you've already agreed to at the start of your workplace relationship. Is there a certain dispute resolution clause that you have in place? Is there a certain method for termination? You should follow that. If you don't, then the employee may be able to argue that they've not been treated fairly. If you don't have an employment agreement, and you really should have one, but if you don't, then you should look at the Fair Work Act and you should try as much as you're able to comply with the requirements of the Small Business Code. You should have a meeting with the employee in question. You should put to them the reasons for their proposed termination. And then you should hear from them as to why maybe you shouldn't terminate them and make a decision after that. If you can follow this course, then you may end up avoiding an unfair dismissal claim. My fourth tip is that if you're a small business, you should follow the Small Business Code. The government provided this code so that you as a small business owner who may lack the resources of a dedicated HR team, may lack a big enough organisation to take care of these matters, you as a small business owner can have certainty about how you should be terminating an employee. So before you go to terminate an employee, not only should you know the reason for terminating them, but you should have a copy of the code on hand. So that way you can tick off every step along the way. And that way ensure that you're protected from an unfair dismissal claim. My final tip for you is that if you're unsure about the process of terminating an employee, if you're unsure whether you have a valid reason for terminating an employee, if you're unsure even about following the Small Business Code or what your employment agreements say about terminating an employee, then contact us, Lewis Holdway Lawyers, and we can assist you with the process. If you'd like to find out more information, not just about terminating your employees, but about how we, Lewis Holdway Lawyers, can help you with any workplace dispute or issue, then go to our website at www.youremploymentlawyer.com.au.